Now, how we're managing multiple different seven-figure sales teams and structuring commission payout for different sales roles, I'll show you in this video how we go about it and how you can structure it. So first things first, you want to only structure commission to cash collected in the 30-day period or the contract value. And the main difference is if it's contract, it means that you're paying the rep commission based on the contract value when the cash is collected. So let's say it's 10,000, the rep collects 5,000 that month, a 30-day period. You pay the commission. Then if it's fulfilled on the other month, you get paid, you pay the rep. Some businesses only like to do cash collected 30 days, meaning the rep only gets paid for the commission on the first 30 days, no matter what the cash collection is. Now, this can work if you're a business owner and your cash collection is below, I'd say 30%. You could structure that way for your reps to incentivize to get more cash collection in 30-day period. If it's above 30%, just pay the reps over on the contract value. Now, in terms of how new sales reps, there's two main sales reps, the setters and closers. So setters, there's SDRs and MDRs. An SDR is more outbound, creating the opportunity. Generally, you pay those a bit higher in commission or a base salary just because they're going outbound. And MDR is inbound. So they handle warm inbound leads that come through. So imagine a VSL call funnel, low ticket buyers, or just leaving the contact details. These leads are a lot warmer to close. So their only job is to fill the calendar with closes with qualified appointments. And I can't stress this enough, only pay setters on commission of deals closed. You never want to pay them for filling up the closed pipeline with leads, right? Because if they do that, they're just going to be incentivized, obviously, to book any leads into closed calendar, and then they're going to be stuck with dealing with qualified candidates. And that helps with the churn rate of your closers, and you're going to need to hire more closers. So I would only do of the closed deals at the closers, right? So next is obviously the commission structure. So 2.5 to 5% is pretty standard. Now, I would say anything below a $5,000 ticket price, 5% of the cash collected, that's fine. Anything above 2.5%, just because the value is different. You can choose to pay a small base salary. That's completely up to you and how you want to attract people to your team. I would say if the opportunity value is not there, for a rep to earn good money, like an onshore rep, and let's be honest, those are the ones that are going to make a difference, not hiring someone from Pakistan and India, someone from like a first world country that actually knows sales. So what I mean by opportunity value, if you're hiring part-time or full-time, depending on the reps, typical, income expectations and the industry value, I would say for full-time setter, anywhere between like 5 to 8K and part-time 3 to 5K. That is pretty typical for like earning potential. Now, if you can't do that with just the commission structure, you have to incentivize to get a bit of base salary. It sucks, I know. It's not logical in terms of protecting your margins, but you're going to have to do that to attract A players to your team. So just keep that in note. Next is obviously the economics. So let's say $10,000 offer, that's cash collected, let's say, for that 30-day period, 2.5 to 5%. So that's $250 to $500 in commission payout. Now, in terms of monthly performance targets, I never measure per dials. You never should give your sales per dials. You should only do for qualified appointments. So if that's 5 a day, it doesn't matter if the setter does 50, they book 5, great. And if the setter doesn't hit it after $200, well, they have to keep hitting those KPI of 5 a day, so they have to make more dials. So I would only do measure outcomes. Sorry, you can only measure outcomes. So that's the way I would do it. Now, real quick, if you need done for your hiring and sales training, so you need appointment setter or closer, book a call down with my team below. It's no obligation sales call. We'd have a speak about your offer, what you do as a business owner. And if you need appointment setter or closer and done for your recruitment and sales training, we'll offer it to you. If you're not ready, that's completely fine as well. You'll be in position to in the future. So click down below, book a call with my team. Now back to the video. Now, in terms of the closer comp, 10 to 20% is pretty standard. So let's say it's $5,000 ticket price, 20% comms, $1,000 per day for a full ticket price. Now, 20% might seem a bit high, but it also depends on the typical close rate. Now, let's say you got an offer that's not really popular in the marketplace and your close rate's not super high. From a business owner's perspective, doesn't matter if you hire a sales rep or not, you can't get it like any better. That shows in the marketplace, it's not really a hot offer. So to justify getting some good sales reps on the team, 20%. If it's like a really hot offer, say for instance, I used to work for an offer where it was $30,000 a ticket price, My commission was 4.5. They're warm inbound leads. I'll just close them because all these leads were very warm. They'll jump on the call. They knew the price. They're really excited. All my job was to figure out a payment plan. So the business owner could justify 4.5% commission because it met my salary expectations. And because honestly, it didn't really take a superstar closer to close this lead so it could get anyone. So that's how you can justify comms as well. Now, in terms of having the tiered hybrid, so what we do for justification for setting KPIs in place for closers is let's say you have a standard 10% for each closer. Let's say their monthly KPI is 50,000 cash collected. Let's just put that for the sake of this video. If they hit it on day 26, then 4 days later out of 30 days, you can raise the commission to 15%. So it pushes obviously them to reach higher KPIs. Then once it rolls over to the first, back to 10%. But their new KPI is the last month. So 75,000. Then anything over 75 for the remainder of the month, back to 15. Now, it can be seasonal different changes depending on the month. We all know that. But that's how you should structure in terms of pushing your team, creating that hunger to get more of cash collection and grow the business. So typical commission pie per deal, 10% closer, 5% seller, leaving 85% of the revenue. Now, in terms of advanced incentives and LTV, lifetime value, I'm really big component of offering, back end office mastermind support or coaching calls or community. Anything that doesn't cost extra fulfillment, doesn't matter if you have 10 people on this call or 100. If it doesn't cost anything extra, you're doing it anyway. I'll incentivize to have a high commission structure for that. So you can have a lifetime community or coaching calls, cost extra fulfillment. So let's say $1,000. Let's say you get the commission structure to 30 to 50%. It's a win-win situation, right? It's extra money in the sales rep's pocket and extra money in your pocket as well. And it'll encourage them to obviously increase the lifetime value. Now, in terms of the fulfillment model, if you've got really top-notch closers or setters, they can even handle some of the delivery if need be, or the onboarding. So it ensures a smooth transition. They're not passing it over to a different team member that might be lost in communication. You want to do a bit of, so typically it will be our close, onboard, and maybe some CSM work. So typically you pay a flat commission, maybe an extra 1 or 2%, depending on the ticket price, or just a flat rate. And eventually with those kind of sales reps, because they're getting that kind of support, they're getting that kind of awareness of what you guys do as a business, you can eventually promote them if need be inside your business. Now, potential revenue leaks, pay for activity, don't pay for dials, only pay for outcomes like qualified leads booked in the closest calendar. Don't pay large salaries in terms of base salaries. And you need a clear system for every closed deal to specific setter and closer. You need something to track that. And for the spreadsheet test, you need so it's super simple that anyone can come in and you can easily write on a napkin or make sense in terms of the commission structure. And paying up front, never pay commission before the cash hits your bank account, especially if they offer a refund or you get a refund that comes out of dedicated reps. That's how you protect your margin as a business. Now, implementation check is ensure 100% of the viable pay is tied to cash collected, set the rates for the setters and the closers, choose straight percentage or tiered model for the structure. Ensure the model can be calculated on napkin, super simple, and confirm attribution software is active. Now, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're interested in what we do, we've done for you recruitment and sales training. So if you're a business owner with price point 2,500, you have valid lead flow, high ticket price, you're a coach, consultant, agency, or a SaaS business, any high ticket offer really that has a remote sales team, we can get you remote sales reps, appointment sales, and closes in the next 7 days. So if that's you, click down below, book in a call with my team, no pressure. Sales call, we'll go for your business. And if it's for you, we can talk about that. Thanks for watching the video.